Hi guys, good morning. Um, things are gonna be looking a little bit different for the next few weeks. My grandma took a really bad fall, and I'm helping out for a while, so I'll be traveling, getting her from where she needs to be, so on and so forth. Y'all will have to excuse me, like I look crazy. I literally just woke up. Um, Yeah, so I did not plan my readings out this far. Actually, I think today is the first day I didn't have a reading planned. So I'm trying to like whisper because it's early and I don't want to wake everybody up. But um, messages before I forget. Okay, so I didn't know what I was gonna come on here and talk about. I was like, God, I don't know what's the topic of conversation today because I've been kind of disconnected a little bit, if I'm being honest. Like let's call it spade a spade, okay? I've been a little bit disconnected over the weekend. Things were moving very fast for me, and I was like, whoa, okay. It was almost like I didn't really have the opportunity to like step back and take a breath and kind of be like, okay, let me figure out my life for a second before the next thing comes. And I remember thinking, I'm like, wow, this is like the prequel to something big. Like, this is the lifestyle I need to get used to, constantly going. So, some of you can be feeling that. Sorry, y'all. I'm tired. I'm a little drained. I think after today, or after this, excuse me, I'm gonna just lay down for a little bit longer. But it was like I remember I journaled. I was like, things are gonna start picking up pace soon. Like something's happening, something's coming. I don't know what it is, but shit's about to start moving real fast. Whoops. Give me a second. And are these already up right? I don't know. That was like the biggest message. But then I was laying down and I don't understand. I don't know how to explain it. It's like, right, I sit here and I explain feelings all the time, and now I can't explain what I'm feeling. You might be being put in positions right now where you're new environment. It's so like for my hermetic people, okay? If you guys are people who don't like to go out and do new things, like if it was up to you, you'd stay at home. I'm right there with you. Spirit could be forcing you to get out. You may find that you're being pulled towards things that you normally wouldn't do because spirit's like it's time. There's something about stagnancy, and it's not that it's stagnant. I'll say that because I feel it. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I've been like, why is it I feel so stagnant? Why is it I feel like I am just at a standstill? I don't think you're at a standstill if you're feeling this way, okay? I don't think you're at a standstill. What I think is happening is that, okay, Spirit just showed me like chessboard pieces. So it's like If you're a feminine, you're the queen piece, okay? If you're masculine, you're the king piece. And it's like spirit is moving things right now to align things in a certain way for a certain reason. Because I just heard things have changed. Also, thank you. Okay, so you could also be experiencing you could be experiencing fuck, I just lost it. Bring it back, please. I just lost it. I'm so sorry. This is why you don't do tarot when you're sleepy. I was talking about getting out of your comfort zone. Regression. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. I've been noticing a lot lately that I have been feeling like I've regressed, right? I've noticed that I've started doing things that I've already talked myself into no longer doing, right? There could be like a conflict or battle with the ego. Thank you. It's like, because I was hearing something has changed from Wicked. I was hearing that from Wicked, and it's like on a soul level you have changed, you've shifted, but it's like the ego doesn't like this. And so you might see like little instances of where you're going back to like old ways, like so before I was with my ex, right, I was so bad. I apologized for everything, bro. I took responsibility for shit that was my fault. Right? And I would oh, I'm so sorry, or is it okay if I do this? Like, let me make sure I'm not bothering you as I'm doing whatever this is that I'm doing. Let me make sure that me minding my own business is not bothering you. And I noticed it, especially Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I noticed it. Even on Monday, like, I picked up my uncle, and my uncle was talking shit about my car. He was like, "You got change everywhere." I was like, "Look." And I remember, like, as he's telling me things about my car and how I need to clean out my car. Y'all, my car's not junky. I cleaned out my car before they got there to make sure everybody had room, right? My grandma was laid out in the back of my seat. She was resting, poor thing. Like, this whole side of her face is swollen. This eye is swollen. She fell. She hit her head. Face is swollen. Poor thing. And my uncle's just talking shit about my car. And normally, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. It's my vehicle, right? Like, you pay no bills on here. And I found myself, like, second guessing. And I was just like, but I thought I cleaned it out really good. I mean, I had to check myself in that moment. And I was like, what bills he pay on this car? What car insurance he pay on this car? Why are you so concerned about what somebody else thinks about your property, your thing, your business? And it gave me like a different perspective, and I was like, oh yeah, okay. And I was able to like pull myself out of that. So you might see instances of where your ego is like trying to pop up and protect you and pull you back into old ways, okay? So spirit could be putting you in different positions, things outside your comfort zone, so that you can basically, so that you can see where you're where your ego's kicking in, and then tell the ego, like, look, chill the fuck out with that. Like, we're not doing that anymore, right? I've had to do that. I noticed that I was doing it with my roommate, and I was apologizing for a lot, and I was like, why? Right? Like, it was shit I didn't even have to apologize for, but I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry about that. Sorry I did that. And then I'm like, stop. you know? So if you're getting instances of that, this could be your reading as well. Sorry, y'all. My look. I I don't. I've been feeling. I don't want to say heavy because I actually feel very light right now. I feel great. I feel amazing, but body wise, my body. There's a lot of tension in my body, and I know. Look, I'm gonna confess, y'all. Okay, I'm a passenger princess. Your girl, don't like to drive if I don't have to, but if I have to, I will. Like, I don't. It's being a passenger princess is not a requirement for me. It's more of like a, if you gonna bless my life, I'm not gonna stop you from blessing me. But what I'm finding out is the reason why I don't like to drive is because of my abilities. Like, I'm so sensitive to the energy around me that I've noticed when I start to drive, my body will tense up like this because like my head is on a swivel for everybody. I'm like, okay, wait, where we going, where we coming, how we getting there, right? Like I'm very paranoid in a safety way, because y'all, where I live, folks don't care. Like, they will cut you off in a heartbeat and be like, fuck your life, fuck my life, and the person in front of me. Like, people drive like they have the best fucking car insurance that they could ever afford, like top of the line car insurance. And I'm like, that's cool, but I value my life more than I value this vehicle. So I get tense, which is why I have a preference. It's a preference, thank you. It's a preference, not a requirement. Why I have this preference for being a passenger princess, because I don't like being tense. I don't like being stressed out. I deal with my stress so that I don't have to be stressed out. I deal with my stress so that I can live a very peaceful life, because I'm in my soft girl era. I'm in my soft girl era. I'm not military anymore. So, yeah. Knight of Wands, energy, passion. All right. We're using this deck for now because I'm still a little half asleep. I'm gonna try my best to show you the pictures, the cards. If I don't, I'm sorry. Look, the setup is very different. 7:54 in the morning. Alright, Spirit. Where are we going? How are we getting there? What are we talking about today? God, it's so quiet here. Everything echoes and everything is loud, and it's just like every time I make a noise. But my cousin already let me know. Apparently they can't hear me on the other side of the house. And that's another thing. Thank you, Spirit. That's another thing. So, come through, Spirit. All right, you guys got the 10 of Wands in reverse. The other thing is, very slowly, okay, I am like bringing my family into my spiritual abilities. My family doesn't know. So like my aunt knows, because y'all hear me talk about her all the time, my great aunt Sheila. My grandma knows because me and my grandma had a conversation. She's like, yeah, I see the dead. And I'm like, Grandma, now you tell me? Like, that would have been great to know. So when I'm seeing these things and I'm not aware fully of what it is that I'm seeing, now I can be like, oh, okay, I got it. My grandma sees the dead. She dreams about the dead. So that explains why I get the visions of things that I see. Okay, cool. My brother knows, but I don't think my brother believes me. And my sister knows. And I think she watches from time to time. Obviously, she does. She bought us that tarot deck for Christmas. And now my other cousin, who was like my first sister, we grew up together, she knows. So very slowly, I'm kind of like bringing my family in bit by bit, piece by piece. And this is my first time ever like reading with my family around me, and it's a little nerve-wracking if I'm being honest. But okay, so we got the Ten of Wands in reverse, guys. This is awesome. That means I really feel like these are you're putting down a burden. You guys are tired of something and you're like, I can't do this anymore. It's too heavy. You guys have probably been dealing with this for a while. It could be something subconscious. These are, yeah. Okay. Tell me more, please. Thank you. And then you got the Five of Cups, right? So it's like, I'm getting like there's some type of radical acceptance that you guys are coming to, that you can't do everything, all right? It's like you guys are like, look, I'm tired. I don't want to do this shit anymore. I accept that there's a limitation to what I can do. Specifically, I just heard on the physical plane. These are so loud. There's a limit to what I can do. You got the Knight of Swords. You guys may have been originally like people, for who this resonates with, you may have been people who were very, I just heard take charge and move out. Wow. Sorry, that was the slogan for my very first command. Take charge and move out. That's, oh, no. Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. Sorry. Y'all, when I tell you it's been silent, I've been kind of basking in the silence, and now like things are flooding in. I guess I'm opening up the channel for things to flood in. Okay. You guys could have been very take charge people, okay? Like you're on your grind, right? If you've ever seen Robots, the animated Robots movie, it's like they're giving me see a need, fill a need. That's the energy that it's giving, right? Like you guys see something, you're like, this needs to be fixed, this needs to be worked out. You make it happen, you do it, you get it done, right? But it's like after a while it became a burden, and I don't think people really realized how much you were taking on and how much was being given to you. And so it's like with this Five of Cups, this is a card of grief per se, but I don't even feel like it's grief. What I'm seeing here is like, that is my grief card. But what I'm actually seeing is somebody saying, look, I only got two hands, okay? You see the two cups standing in the back? It's like, I only got two hands. There's only so much I can do. And I know my limitations, or I'm understanding my limitations, because I'm choosing to release this burden or these burdens, because I don't feel like it's just one. I feel like it's actually multiple. I'm choosing to release these burdens because I know what I can do and what I can't do, and it's okay. I'm hearing because everything works out for a reason. Did you guys have like some type of awakening or something? I kind of want to. let's keep going. We'll clarify these. Tell me more, Spirit. Alright, you got the Knight of Wands. You got the Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands. Seeker of truth, taking fast action. But then you have the Nine of Wands, which is energy, passion, adventure, movement, fearless, sexy, impulsive. This actually came out first and I put it back. Okay, thank you, God. Thank you. I'm like, I don't understand. Okay, I just want you guys to see this. Hold on. I'm following my soul path and finding my soul tribe. Okay. With this Knight of Wands card, Knight of Wands are very impulsive. They're unpredictable. You can't really tell if they're coming or going. I feel like this is actually a lot of your energy. Okay, I feel like with these two cups, you're like, this is all I can carry. This is all I can do in this moment, and I'm okay with that. Like, I'll do what I can, but nothing more, nothing less. I'm not gonna overexert myself in order to. I just heard please the masses, and what's happening is this is putting you in a very unpredictable energy. Like people are so used to you picking up their slack, and now you're not, and they're like, the fuck is going on? I wasn't expecting this. But it's like, I'm not gonna say that you're giving it back to yourself, but you might be. But I actually felt like the cups that you're choosing to maintain, I don't think it's two, I'm just using two because of the card, but the things that you're choosing to hold on to, thank you, Spirit. Okay, I'll tell them. The things that you're choosing to hold on to, it's the things that drive you, things that motivate you, things that make you feel good. Because then you got the Page of Cups, right? Things that they make you happy, right? But Spirit also told me, with these two being like this together, Spirit was like, this could also be you grieving over having to let things go. People, places, things, memories, expectations, okay? And it's like you're grieving over, because Cups talks about emotional fulfillment. So whatever these things are, they did something for you. Cups are emotions, not emotional fulfillment, but you get what I'm saying, right? Cups talks to you about emotions. 5 is grief. 4 is like deep introspective thoughts. 6 is equal emotional reciprocity, right? But in this case, or equal give and take, this could also be hinting or speaking to the fact of you're having to let people, places, things go that once gave you some type of emotional joy. But Spirit's like, it's because you have to make room for other things. These things are no longer serving you. In fact, they're actually just holding you back. But by releasing them, you're able to kind of move towards new opportunities, move towards things that are more emotionally filling. It's like, yeah, these things, you may have to release them, you may have to let them go. And yes, it is very sad. But at the same time, it's like, because you have a lot of nights, right after the nights come, we're talking in masculine form because you don't have queens as knights. I mean, you could, but you get what I'm saying. After the knight comes the king, it comes mastery. So you got the Knight of Swords and you got the Knight of Wands, and then you have the Page of Cups. After the page comes the Knight of Cups. So it's like, sorry y'all, I'm still sore from the drive yesterday. It's like you're letting these things go because by holding on to them, it's keeping you in this stage of stagnancy, self-limitation. But by releasing them, it helps you to master, because then you can release things and it doesn't affect you the same way. Oh my God, y'all, all of a sudden I'm hot. I turned off the thing because I thought it was going to be too loud. And now I'm burning up. Okay. Tell me more. You guys could have new love coming to you, or you could have some type of creative epiphany. If the Ace of Swords comes out, then it's definitely an epiphany. But you could have something coming to you that's more, I guess, emotionally fulfilling for you. Are we done here? They said no. Okay. Anything else? Thank you. Six of Pentacles. Okay, under the Six of Pentacles is falling under your Ten of Wands card, right? So it's like, instead of you constantly pouring out, and I feel like this is a thing, right? It's been a thing. Maybe it's a thing we all need to work on. Maybe I still do it and don't even realize I do it. But excuse me. Instead of you constantly pouring out, Spirit's like, you've learned, or you have allowed yourself to grieve over these things. Or you're in the process. Some of you have already done it. Some of you are in the process. But it's like what you were carrying for others. It's like, instead of using that energy to carry other people's bullshit, you're now like, it's cool. I'm just going to give back to me. I'm going to give to myself. The Six of Pentacles talks about giving and receiving. Balance. Yeah, balance. Tell me more. I'm so sorry, guys. In reference, only because they're right next to each other, it's giving me that if there is somebody who is interested in you, like on a lover's level, this person is curious about you, but it's like they want to know more about you, but at the same time they also want to give to you equal. Like they okay, slow down, please. So they see how you give to others. This could be somebody from the past. I thought that is okay. This could be somebody from the past, somebody who you had to release with the Ten of Wands in reverse, and that this person or this relationship, we'll just say it like that, this relationship could have caused you to really grieve over what was lost. But with the Knight of Wands coming up, this person could have been somebody who was a fuckboy. It was all sexual, right? And where you went in as the Knight of Swords, you went in with truth. You were very forthcoming about yourself, right? This person could have been burdensome for you. Like, they could have caused a lot of problems in the relationship. And what's happening now is, for some of you, this person could be wanting to come back and give you what you were asking for originally in the relationship, right? I can't give you guys a time frame because I just heard like, is this new or old? I don't know. I don't. That's just one way to also read the cards, is that for some of you, this could be somebody who you were in a relationship with. You asked them, yeah, okay. The devil literally came out on top of this card, so I'm gonna leave it there because I feel like that's where that's supposed to be. Star, the Hierophant, Ten of Cups. Holy shit. Okay. Give me a second. Shit just got real. I was not expecting that. If this is that story for you, okay, this person wants to come back. They want to give. They could have had, like, they could have been working out of their shadow self. Yeah, this person could have been dealing with addictions, or this person is just addicted to you. With the devil card here, there could be some type of obsession with wanting to be with you. To be honest with you, with the Knight of Wands here and the devil card on top of the Page of Cups, it feels like this person's libido misses you, okay? It sounds like, because the Knight of Wands talks about passion as well. Very impulsive. Okay, I don't know who y'all are, but I'm seeing people like in cars, in alleys, on tables, in front of mirrors, like just going at it, right? It was intense. It was good. But this person cheated on you or messed around on you a lot. Like, you weren't the only one. And it took you a really long time to like get over this person. You might have had like a lot of not in and out, but you might have experienced a lot of you breaking up, getting back together, breaking up, getting back together, breaking up, getting back together, right? Now this person wants to come in, and for some of you, you're afraid of this. They want to come in and they want to give to you equally. Like, hey, I've seen the light. I've had my epiphany moment. You're all like, nah, I'm good. In life, giving back to yourself and going for the things that make you happy. But there's a fear here. It's like, they said no, it stays there. Okay, there's a fear about, somebody here has a fear of being too happy. It's like, it's a fear of things being too good. Totally gonna clarify this because I'm nosy. Ace of Swords. Truth, mental clarity after a period of grieving, after a period of giving back to yourself, healing. I don't feel like that's a blockage. One more, please. Yeah, you guys saw something. You had some type of epiphany. that led to some type of tower moment. And you saw something. They said it stays in reverse. But then you got the world in reverse. Seeking personal closure, shortcut, delays, no closure, and completion. And I asked, I'm like, is this supposed to be in reverse? There's something that you've had some type of clarity on. Like a door that was hidden that needs to be closed. But it's showing up for you in the form of a tower. Hold on, guys. At the bottom of the deck, you have the King of Wands. After the Tower, King of Wands, the Sun. So like this tower is working out in your benefit. There's something about, and the give me a second, sorry. Sudden change, upheaval, chaos, revelation. Well, I said you had a revelation. We already did that. But that revelation led to a tower. What was the revelation? Working towards celebrating wish fulfillment, working towards. Can you clarify the world in reverse, please? And I asked twice. I was like, are you sure the world's supposed to be in reverse? They were like, yes. Yes. Alright. Can you clarify the world in reverse, please? You got the Five of Wands. Five of Wands normally talks about conflict, battle, but it can also be working towards a goal. And then you got the Tower in reverse. Okay. And then the world is upright on the bottom of the deck, but it's crazy because so the world in reverse is clarified by the Tower in reverse. And your shadow card is the Tower. And then at the bottom of this deck is the world upright. I feel like this is ego driven. All right, so there's only two major arcana. This has to do with people around you. Definitely the mind. It's giving people, places, things. It's giving ego, not wanting to let go of things. It's like the ego sees the truth. The soul understands the truth. But with this Devil card here, there's fear of the truth. And it's like let me do it like this. To have the Tower and the world in reverse, it's personal transformation, fear of change, suffering, aversion or delaying disaster, collapsing, stormy time, restlessness. And then you have the world in reverse, which is seeking personal closure, shortcuts, delays, no closure, and completion. I don't know how to explain this. It's it's like you're on the precipice of something, but there's some type of door that you need to close. There's something that is still open that is delaying you. There's something that you have not closed out that is delaying your progress forward. Okay, some of you with this Ace of Swords card could already know what this is. I'm pretty sure I know what mine is in this situation, but tell me more about what needs to be closed. What needs to be closed, Spirit? No? Okay, got you. I see this. I see it happening. Okay, look. Change is here, okay? Change is coming. The ego knows this. Your ego knows this, all right? We're speaking strictly to you. We're taking love, career, all that shit out of it. We're talking to you. I'm talking to your soul, okay? Change is here. Change is here. 3 to 6 days, maybe. I'm being generous with that, if I'm being honest. Very generous. I just heard sooner than you think, okay? Change is here. There is something. A lot of you are fighting. Remember how I was telling you, sorry, let me put this down. Remember how I was telling you that you might see yourself reverting back, like your ego is trying to regain control, okay? That's what's happening. It's like you've done all the healing work. You've gotten to the point where you're giving back to self. You're like, okay, I got this. Like, things are good. Things are vibing. And the ego is like, this is new and this is uncomfortable. I don't like this. And there's change coming. I feel the change coming in the vessel. I say the vessel because the ego does not control the vessel. The soul does. The soul and the ego should be working together, right? There's this book, I've talked about it before. It's an amazing book where they basically talk about the ego will try to stop growth. It's not that the ego is doing it intentionally. The ego does it for self-preservation, right? You guys are stepping into something fucking big. I don't know what this is. Maybe next reading I'll pull it. I'll see if I can try to do one after this, so you guys will have it tomorrow by 9. But you guys are stepping into something big and the ego is afraid. The ego knows that there's change coming, change is happening. So the ego is trying to pull you back in to what feels comfortable while spirit is trying to push you out. There's some type of fear associated. For some of you, this could be love coming in straight like that with the devil card here on the Page of Cups. There could be a love offer coming in that your ego knows, because the soul has already made the contract, right? And the ego knows this because the soul and the ego do converse, right? This is how the ego knows when to fight you on certain things. And what's happening is, if this is in love, right? The ego is like, no, we've been down this road before. We're not fucking doing this again. Nope, let's go back to what we knew. It was safer there, right? But the soul is like, you've already walked through this portal. You cannot go back. There is no turning back. You know too much now to turn back. It's not that you can't. You totally could turn back. If you really wanted to, you could turn back. But because you know so much, it'd be harder for you now with what you know. Sorry, I was like, am I saying that right? They're like, yeah. It's going to be harder for you to go back because of what you know. free will is here. Like, bro, do what you feel. But spirit is saying, they're like, I'm putting you outside of your comfort zone because the ego is trying to pull you back in. And it's almost like spirit has been kind of doing things in the background. They've been doing things in the background, very slowly putting change in front of you as to not, so it doesn't trigger the ego. I just heard this is a delicate time right now, so this is why it's like I'm giving you little tidbits. I'm kind of helping you, but it's like you take the tidbits, you see them, you acknowledge them, and you're just like, okay, and you're making the change, but something has happened, something has changed, right? Because I keep hearing something has changed, and now spirit's like, no, we got to go all in. Like, you time is of the essence. Time is of the essence. I don't know what's changed, but whatever's changed is what's causing this speed up. It's not that you're taking too long, because there is no wrong timing for anything. Spirit, what's changed? That, okay. They want me to use this one. Something has changed. I just heard something has changed. Someone took a road less traveled. It's like, it's giving, there was a contingency plan should something like this happen, but the odds of it happening were like astronomical. What the fuck that means? And so because this has changed, Spirit, what's changed? You've changed. I was hearing it. I saw the star, but it was you. You have changed. You have become like this force to be reckoned with. Because you took the lessons, the things that Spirit was giving you. Tell me about this. What's changing? Because you took the advice of things that were given to you, you became, no shit, you became your own tower, okay? You stepped into change with a vengeance, okay? And yeah, you started, you were like, okay, Spirit, if this is where you're telling me to go, fuck it, let's go, I'm in, let's go. And what's happening is that people are seeing this. And I just heard your time has come. People are seeing that you are just like, I'm sorry, I don't know why I smacked myself. And I'm apologizing. Can you guys hear it? Me constantly apologizing. But it's like, okay, people are seeing this change. It's like I'm getting the feeling you guys are moving faster than what you think you are. You may have been under the impression, oh, I'm taking my time, things are slow, whatever. Spirit's like, no, you're actually moving quite fast. We were not expecting you to take change this fast. And some things, it's like some things you changed before Spirit could tell you to change. And so that's what has the ego like, whoa, wait, what? Huh? Nope, I don't like it. Let's go. And so that's where that fear is coming in. Your job right now is whatever this is within you, okay? Whatever this is that you need to let go, whatever this is that you need to process to allow yourself to let go. process it. You cannot take whatever this is that's keeping this opportunity, this door closed for you. Oh my God. You can't let it hold you back because you're literally moving towards justice and you fucking know it. You know it. I kid you not. It came up Six of Swords, which talks about moving to calmer waters, right? Behind the Six of Swords was justice, which talks about this is your time. This is for you. And the High Priestess is, you know it. Your soul knows it. Remember, the soul and the ego, they talk. I like to think of it as the soul is the engine, right? The soul is the engine. And when you transition, you can get a new engine, but it's not going to be the same, right? You can get a new vessel. It's not going to be the same. The soul is what drives the body. The mind is the ego, right? The mind is what you have created it to be. And so how it's supposed to work is that, the mind, body, and soul are supposed to work together. The soul drives the body and really transmits information to the brain, the ego. The ego only knows what we tell it. The brain, right? The brain only knows what we tell it. So, the way that you combat this type of energy is move through fear. Like, move with fear if you have to. And I again, y'all know me, I will never call the kettle black. I'm terrified of everything. I'm fucking terrified of everything. But I have learned, especially like on my spiritual journey, that I can't let fear hold me up, because what ends up happening is you become comfortable with fear, and then fear has you living in a mindset of lack. And I'm going to speak for the collective, right? Karmics and divine alike, we're not meant to live in lack, okay? Yes, even for karmics, they are divine people who haven't yet seen the value in themselves, and so they remain in this lower vibration. They deserve to heal and live in abundance as well, after they do the work that they need to heal themselves so that they can receive. I wholeheartedly believe that. And so your advice is to move through this. Take the fear with you. Like, be like, yep, I'm fucking scared. Let's go. Let me leave this behind. Yep, I'm scared. I've never lived overseas by myself before. I'm terrified. And perfect example, thank you, Spirit. Okay, so look, my second command, I was stationed in Japan, right? I had no family around me. I barely talked to my family. I was working 12-hour days. It was a great learning tool, okay? And when I first got there, and I asked for these orders, this is what this is giving. This is this energy. You asked for this change. I asked for these orders. I told my detailer, I said, look, I didn't have the best fresh start here. I want something new. I want to go where people don't know me. I want to try to make a name for myself based off of my actions and my intentions, and not based off of what other people have said or assumed about me, right? And so I told her, I was like, I'll go to Hawaii, I'll go to Spain. She was like, I got orders for you in Japan, they're cake. So I'm like, okay, I'll take it. Like, I don't know anybody going to Japan. Fuck it, let's go, right? I got those orders, and as excited as I was fucking terrified. I was like, I've never lived overseas by myself. I barely speak the language. Look, Ohio gozaimasu, like, that's all you're gonna get out of me, okay? Ichigo Ichi. Like, that's it. Sorry, 151. That's the building for my command. So if we were in a taxi, we would say Ichigo Ichi, and they knew, okay, I'm taking you to building 151. I was terrified, but I also remembered, I'm like, I asked for this. This is what I want, because I know that by doing this, I can really get a gauge, I guess, if you will, of my character based off of my actions. We don't need to get into why I was not being judged for my actions. People spreading rumors. It is what it is. People spread rumors about me before I even got to my first command. It was somebody in particular, and it was a rumor based off of false information, and I had to spend the next 5 years basically fighting off false accusations and rumors and shit like that, but whatever. That's the polite way for me to tell you this. So regardless, I got out there and I was like, okay, it's not that bad. But then they were like, okay, you gotta drive. And I was like, what? I gotta drive overseas? Fuck that. I was terrified. And then next thing you know, I'm driving overseas. It's like when you take that fear and you move with it and you're like, I'm afraid, but we're going to do this. The worst that can happen is I fail and I learn, and then I try again and I fail and I learn more, and I try again and I succeed. Okay? That's this kind of energy. It's like, yeah, you can be afraid. Fear is always going to be there, right? It's something new, it's something different, it's something unexpected. It's something, that's what a tower is, right? It's something coming in to change the way that you've been doing something, to change your foundation, what you have built upon already. And it's scary. Anybody who tells you, yeah, just go with the flow, fuck fear, it's fucking stupid. In the politest way possible, but they're fucking stupid. No, change is fucking scary. Change can be monumental or detrimental. In this case, for you guys, I'm telling you right now, you guys literally you're moving towards justice, and this is something that you're intuitively led to do. I feel like this is monumental. I don't feel like this is detrimental. I feel like if you take this fear and say, okay, I'm doing it, I'm just gonna fucking do it, I think that you're gonna find things are gonna flow for you a lot easier than what you expected. Things are gonna start moving faster for you, okay? Yeah, there's that 5 of Cups again. Continue to work. Whatever this is for you that you are going back and forth on, things are moving fast regardless. Yeah, you guys have gone through some type of shit. Death and rebirth. For some of you, this is love, straight like that. Others of you, soul tribe. Some of you, this is everything coming at once, okay? Because it's been delayed that long. For some of you, it hasn't been delayed because of you. It's been delayed because of people praying against you. And unfortunately, you being surrounded by the wrong people. You tell them your hopes, your dreams, your fears, and they make the fears come alive, and they make the hopes and dreams kind of fade to the background for a while. Not bad. It's just, it is what it is. Spirit, what's the outcome with them moving with fear and closing the store? Manifestations, the Magician, creating the life that you want. Tell me more about the outcome of closing the store, moving with fear. You say I say moving with fear, not moving out of fear, right? That's important. I'm not telling you to, yep. For those of you who are manifesting love, when you move out of this fear, you allow this door to close. It's going to close regardless. Spirit just said it. They're like, the door is closing regardless. It's not a door that they can keep open, but if they can close it themselves, it's less of a tower, which is why this is in reverse. It's not as shocking. If you close it yourself, you're walking towards it, you're making it happen. And so you already expect it. Whereas if you choose to sit by and wait, the door is going to close and it's going to shake some shit up for you that you're not expecting. But this is destined to happen. Like, it's divinely guided for whatever this door is that's still open to close. It has to close because you've been, I'm hearing you've been waiting too long. I'm trying to help me say this right. I'm not expressing myself properly. You should have got this a long time ago. You were asleep. You had to wake up. You've woken up and now they're ready to give it to you. It's the energy of like somebody getting you a really good gift for your birthday and then not being able to wait till your birthday to give it to you because they bought this like 3 days after your birthday last year and they've been this excited to give it to you, and so they give it to you a couple of days early. That's the energy that this is giving. It's like you're finally awake, so now we can play. Okay, so spirit wants to play with you, okay? Not in a bad way, like not like in a malicious way, obviously, but spirit is like, we can play now. You're awake. I can talk to you. I can tell you things. I can show you things. We can make moves now, okay? And the moves that I want to make require this door to be closed. I'm going to close it for you, but I'm giving you the opportunity to close it for yourself so that it doesn't shake your shit. It doesn't rock your shit like it could. One more, please. What's to come with the closing of this door? Okay, yeah. It goes back to what I was saying. If you close this door, it's not even if. It's like, look, the key is literally here. She has access to open this next chapter, but it's like she's in so much. Yes, I know this isn't the 5 of Cups, but she's in so much fucking grief that she can't even take herself to the next level. This is why Spirit's like, you have to be the one to close this door. It's better for you if you close this door. One more on what to expect on the other side of this door, Spirit. New opportunities, straight like that. You got love coming in. You have a new opportunity and love that you've been manifesting coming in. And this could be somebody from the past that you've wanted, somebody that you have a very, I'm not going to say good, I'll say decent history with. I split the deck at walking away. Somebody that you had to walk away from because you knew that it was the right thing to do. You knew that you had to walk away from them. And it may have put you in a position where you became very, you knew that it was better to protect yourself and stay closed off to this person because this person didn't have the right energy. Sorry, I'm trying to like put the cards up as I'm telling you. This person didn't have the right energy. They lied to you. They treated you like an option. They confused you. They left you waiting. But this person has had some type of epiphany themselves. And now they're coming in because they know what you are to them. And again, remember, just because somebody is coming back doesn't mean you have to accept them, okay? It's part of the cycle, okay? But this next door for you does have somebody coming back from your past, okay? Definitely has somebody coming back from your past, trying to be your knight in shining armor. So there are good things on the other side. Victory. juggling love options. Y'all, healing, abundance, a victory. Again, these are all things that are waiting for you. So, excuse me, just know this door, I keep calling it a door because that's how it's being shown to me. Whatever this is for you, like really take time. Give me a second. I want to see when the next moon is. Next new moon. Ooh, no, that was good. I like that. All right. So today is. Oh, just kidding. The next new moon is tomorrow. I'm posting this today. So it's the 29th, all right? So take today. My advice would be take today, really sit with yourself. If you have to, write yourself a letter. Straight like that. Write yourself a letter and be like, look, write a letter to your future self about what it is you have to give up, and give gratitude to it. Yeah, give gratitude to it. Okay. You got a day. You got until the night of the 29th to release whatever this is and move forward.